Good evening, everyone. Welcome to SEFQ Friday Night Rivals, presented by HSHS St. John's Hospital. We're in Jacksonville tonight for a Central State 8 matchup between the host Jacksonville Crimsons and the Lanphier Lions. Paul Wapple along with Adam Anderson. Adam, you ready for week two?
I'm ready for week two. Week one was a pretty good one. A lot of great games across the area, but no place I'd rather be than here in Jacksonville tonight.
Great place to watch football. What do you see, Adam, is the keys to tonight's game? And the keys to the game brought to you by SEFQ. SEFQ is the key to a new home loan.
First off, for the Lanphier Lions, you got to control the ball. And what exactly do I mean by that? Because that's a broad statement. It's you need to take care of the football. Turnovers have really hampered them the past few seasons. Also, you need to keep that electric Jacksonville offense off the field as much as possible. The Jacksonville Crimsons, you got to make some defensive adjustments. We talked about it in our pregame show. Jacksonville gave up almost 700 yards of offense to Chatham-Glenwood last week. You got to tackle better tonight. You got to make some adjustments to keep the Lanphier athletes off the field and limit their offensive opportunities. If they can do that tonight, they can be successful.
One of the Crimsons, we've talked about Elijah Owens. Everybody knows about him, the quarterback, going to Indiana State next year. And then you've got Cameron Mitchell. Seems like he's been here forever. And number 8, he's tough.
Yeah, tough kid. You can change the game off of special teams, which he's done before and did last week in week one, or coming out of the backfield. But Elijah Owens is the guy everybody's here to see.
And right now we're going to introduce our third member of the broadcast team, News Channel 20's A.J. Gersh. We'll send it over to him for our Grant Professional Agriculture Field Conditions. A.J.?
What's up, Paul and Adam, down here on the field. We are excited live here in Jacksonville. It's looking pretty nice. Grass field, first official game here in Jacksonville. If we could take a look at the field here behind me, I mean, you'll see fresh paint out there. Nice conditions, going to be smooth, good for running the football. We're going to see what those guys out there are going to bring to the game on the ground. We're going to toss it back up to you in the booth, Paul and Adam.
Thank you very much, AJ. Appreciate it. And we'll be back with the SEFQ Friday Night Rivals kickoff here on CW23 in just a minute. Stay with us. Welcome back to SEFQ Friday Night Rivals, presented by HSHS St. John's Hospital. We're in Jacksonville, just about set for the opening kickoff as the Crimson host the Lanphier Lions. Both teams looking for win number 1.
Yeah, it's a big one here tonight. Opening night here in Jacksonville for the Crimsons. Both teams, again, looking for that first victory. It's the first step to 5 for both these to become playoff eligible.
Got a beautiful night for high school football. Week 2 already, and a little bit of a breeze. and it's going to be a good game tonight.
Looks like we're going to see the Jacksonville Crimson offense out first, but it'll be interesting to see if the Lions do kick it deep to Cameron Mitchell. Again, he took one back last week against Chatham Glenwood. He had a few last year. I think he's a dangerous guy to kick it to.
No doubt about that. Lions get ready to kick off. Alex Supernov will be doing the kicking honors. If the ball will stay up. Central State 8 conference matchup. A sea of red here tonight. Crimson faithful out in force. And we are just about set. Lions make sure they have the right number of players out there.
Here we go.
We are underway. Feeling at the 20, 25, 30, got some speed, cuts back, 35. Out to the 39-yard line. Rodney Reed with a good return there for the Crimsons.
Yeah, great starting field position there for Jacksonville. You're going to see a new offensive philosophy here, similar to what Coach Grounds has done in the past, but he kind of went back more to his roots. He was an option guy when he started here at Jacksonville. He's gone back to that a little bit this year. He has the quarterback to do it in Elijah Owens. So you're going to see an offense that's similar to what the service academies do, kind of an option, a flex bone type, double wing offense.
1st and 10 from the 39. There's the handoff to Mitchell. And you're going to hear his name a lot tonight, Cameron Mitchell.
Yep. An electric guy out of the backfield. And again, the fullback position in this type of offense is almost your most important player outside of your quarterback. He's the guy you want everybody to focus on so your other running backs can get loose.
Second down, hand off to Mitchell. Crosses midfield and brought down, but good enough for a first down. They'll move the chains already for the Crimsons, and that is a Brant Professional Agriculture first down. Brant, I want to thank them, one of our sponsors, first down all season long.
You know, it's not, not a super, trying to look for the word, just an appealing run there, but he got the job done, and that's what this offense does. Little by little at a time, and then next thing you know, they're gone for 60 yards.
See if from just over across midfield, see if Owens goes to the air this time. Nope. Yes, keeps it himself.
Got some room on the
got
outside.
Some room to the 40, 30. Look out. Michael got some speed. Down the sideline. He is in. Touchdown. Elijah Owens. And that is a Young Security touchdown, our touchdown sponsor this season. For every touchdown, Young Security will donate $50 to a local charity. This week's charity, the Mary Bryant Home for the Blind.
You know what an option offense can do? It almost can lull you to sleep. He's going to hand it to the fullback, hand it to the fullback, hand it to the fullback. Next thing you know, he's a route on the end, and he's got the speed and athleticism to do damage like that every time he carries the football. Great job by Jacksonville up front to get him an opening, and Owens did the rest himself.
Minute 17 into the game, and the Crimsons have already hit the end zone. They will try the point after. Brandon Sims will attempt. Emmanuel Moore, the holder. Kick is up, plenty of leg, and it is good. So Jacksonville takes the lead 7-0. We'll take a break. Back in a minute. You're watching SEFCU Friday Night Rivals. Stay with us. Welcome back to SEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by HSHS St. John's Hospital. 7-0. The Jacksonville Crimson strike early here in the first quarter.
Yeah, Lanphier really needs to respond right here. We'll see what we got out of Eli Horn at his first start as a high school quarterback.
Brandon Sims, who made the extra point, will do the kickoff for the Crimsons. Drive kick from the 15, 20, 25, 30. Still going on some room there. Up to about the 38-yard line. So good return for the Lanphier Lions.
Good starting field position here for their first drive. Let's see what Horn and freshman running back Cornelian Brookins can do here against the Crimsons.
Yeah, this will really be interesting to see how the Lanphier offense responds and how they do tonight after a rough first week. 1st and 10 from the 38.
Donnell Bass, number 2, also an electric player on offense. Keep an eye on him.
Horn from the gun. Lanphier getting lined up.
Something Coach Goff talked about last week.
Horn throws it complete to Bass, and he is met by a whole host of Crimsons. Nothing doing there on that one, first down.
Yeah, I think there was some miscommunication up front. You had a screenplay going one way and the ball went the other way, so not sure what happened there, but anytime you got a lineman running on late too, that causes a lot of unnecessary stress. So hopefully they've got it figured out here on 2nd down.
Loss of 4, 2nd and 14 for the Lions. Their handoff. Bass, right side. Still on his feet. A good run there for Bass.
Got a flag came out late. Not sure if you're going to get a hold or a face mask here. Holding. Yep.
We're near 10 yards. 10 yards from there. Holding on the offense. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Replay 2nd down.
So no gain there because the play is called back. Holding, so 2nd and a whole lot longer.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Bass got a great block from Brookins there on the outside that really sprung him. Hold came in late, so.
Brookins gets it, right side, about the 40-yard line.
Good that run there for Brookins. Gets him in a 3rd manageable situation here. Penalty was the real killer here.
So 3rd and 9 for the Lions.
See if they can dig themselves out of this hole. Keep an eye on Horn, though. He's a great athlete back there, and he can do damage with his feet.
He's a senior, 6'1", 180 pounds. Bobbles it. Horn did a good job just to cover the ball. So 4th down and punting situation for the Lions.
Yep, a little bit of nerves maybe kicked in there for Horn. It's a big 3rd down. I was trying to make a play. You just got to focus on catching that football first and foremost.
Donnell Bass, number 2, back.
This
Punt
is
for Lanphier.
where Coach Goff wanted to make sure he had enough guys, and they got the right guys on the field.
Punt is off. No return. The Lions down at the 43. So the Crimsons, once again, will have excellent field position for their 2nd possession of the game.
Yeah, the penalty was a big killer there for Lanphier. Had some momentum. Would have been going into a 3rd and short, 3rd medium. But bringing that back 10 yards just really kind of stifled what they were trying to accomplish.
Well, the Crimson scored. First time they had the ball. See what they come up with this time.
Keep an eye on maybe a play action pass. Maybe something deep to number 1, Rodney Reed.
First down. Mitchell. About the 47.
For Owens not being an option, I mean, they were running option type ideas out of the shotgun, but for him doing it on the line of scrimmage, that happens so much faster, and he's doing such a great job so far of managing the game right there.
Tonight's closed captioning for Friday Night Rivals is sponsored by Heartland Hearing. Thanks to Heartland Hearing for sponsoring tonight's closed captioning. Back to throw is Owens. Right side, got a man, got a step, and it's picked off. No, incomplete. Couple things. I thought Reed had it, Bob was going to get it, and then I thought the interception, and nobody got it.
Yeah, Coach Grounds is going to be beside himself on that one. Rodney Reed, again, I mentioned him going into the drive. Look, because what those defensive backs start doing, they start looking in the backfield more than they should and not paying attention to their responsibility. But first and foremost, for any receiver, you have to make sure you catch the football before you try to do anything else with it. And that right there, Reed got a little ahead of himself. Ball pops loose and then was almost an interception going the other way.
So 3rd down and 6 for Jacksonville. Pitch left. Moore goes wide. 1st down and then some. Still going. Finally brought down at about the 30-yard line. That's the 1st down. That's a Professional Agriculture 1st down.
Great job. Great pitch to Emmanuel Moore. Owens just flipped it out there, let him do the rest. He got a great block on the outside by the Jacksonville offensive line. Huge 3rd down pickup right there.
7:13 to go. 1st quarter action from Jacksonville. Crimson scored on their opening possession. On 1st down from the 30. Owens back to throw. Looks right. Gets it away. Complete to Poole. Poole still going inside the 10. And that's another Brant Professional Agriculture 1st down for the Jacksonville Crimsons.
Great job by Owens. Movement play there gets him out in space, and he can create with his feet, give himself some time like he did there, and found Poole coming across the field and found an opening lane.
Owens really is poised. It shows a lot of poise out there. Not surprised, right? We know that. He's going to Indiana State. We've seen him before. He's a good quarterback.
The Sycamores are going to get a good one.
1st and goal from the 9. And whistle. Let's see what that call's all about.
You're going to get. We got 12 guys on the field.
Let's see.
So we're going to go half the distance. Half the distance is before.
Yeah, they had
Half the distance.
Yeah, I think they had 12 guys on the field.
Illegal substitution, defense, half the distance to the goal, 1st down.
So 1st down, another Brant Professional Agriculture 1st down. 1st and goal, a little bit shorter now. There's the handoff to Mitchell. Look at him go, and he's in for the touchdown. That's another Young Security touchdown and another $50 donation to this week's charity, the Mary Bryant Home for the Blind.
You know, when you think of fullbacks, you think of big lumbering guys, a Mike Allstott type guy back there. But Cameron Mitchell is very elusive. He brings a different element to this offense and can do the little things like that, like just put his head down and get 5 or 6 yards.
Running back, and he's a linebacker. Heck of a player. Crimsons will try to make it 14-0 here. Brandon Sims will attempt the extra point. Emmanuel Moore, the holder. Good snap. Right through the uprights. 14-0. Jacksonville leads Lanphier. 6:24 to go in the 1st quarter here on the Crimson's home field.
Yeah, great 1st quarter so far for Jacksonville. And they've had a little things that haven't gone right for them, but it's been all on the Crimson side right now.
And let's go down to the field for the Cascom Sideline Report. Cascom keeping you connected. AJ Gersh. What do you have, AJ?
Hey, Paul, I'm down here with SEPQ's Ariel Jeffress. Thanks for joining us here out in Jacksonville.
Glad to be here.
What do you do with SEPQ?
I am a member service representative. I work at the South 6th Street location.
And it's been such a great partnership. SEPQ, Friday Night Rivals, 7 years together. What does that mean to you guys?
We love to be a part of our local communities, so we like to support them whenever we can.
So what cool things does SEPQ have to offer for customers right now?
We just recently started our cashback MasterCard, and we have some other great products as well for minors or a bunch of different types of accounts.
And we're out here. What an atmosphere tonight, right? Are there a lot of community events that you guys are involved in, getting out, saying hi to everyone out in the areas in Central Illinois?
We do have Zooly Gooly in October that we sponsor every year, so we look forward to doing that again.
Looking forward to it as well. Ariel, thanks so much for joining us. Paul and Adam will send it back up to you in the booth.
All right, thank you very much, AJ. And there's the kick, and it is not going to be returned this time.
It's a heck of a kick to get it in the end zone.
It really is.
You don't see that much in high school football.
So Central State 8 matchup. You see Coach Mark Rounds talking to one of his players. Has to like what he sees so far, Adam.
Yeah, I think we'd be pretty happy with how this first quarter has gone. Let's see what Lanphier can do here on their second drive. Made a few adjustments, calmed themselves down a little bit now that they're in the game, and maybe get some points on the board here.
We talked about it during the preview show. They've got Lanphier has a huge, big offensive line. See if they can get something going behind those big linemen. 1st and 10 from the 20. Bass is in motion. Oh, keeper for Horn this time. Got some room, right side. First down, still on speed, cuts back, looking, got some speed. Finally brought down across the 40-yard line. So that's a Brand Professional Agriculture first down for the Lanphier Lions, and how about that?
Yeah, we talked about it. They've just been this close to busting one of those big runs. They just have to stay calm, stay within themselves, and they've got the athletes to be in this game and put a lot of pressure on Jacksonville. You saw right there what Eli Horn can do.
So from the 40, let's see what Horn and the Lions do. Hands off. Crimson's right there. Nothing doing that time, and Brookins stopped pretty quickly.
Yep, and that's what Lanphier's got to work on. You gotta string positive plays together. Even if it's just a yard or two, you got to have positive plays. Horn reels off a huge run to start the drive, and then your next play, now you're looking at 2nd and 13. Those are the plays that really stifle your momentum.
Antoine McGowan with the tackle there. Pretty excited about it. As Adam said, 2nd and long. Horn's going to keep it himself. Hit hard, still on his feet. Breaks another tackle. Takes another couple, 3 Crimson defenders to knock him down, but Horn is brought down. And right now we're going to go in the trenches. Let's go in the trenches. Brought to you by the United States Army. And you see in the Lanphier trenches, Adam?
Yeah, big one. Oh, offensive tackle Jeremy Wright, number 76, listed at 6'2", 330.
And then you see Jacksonville, some of their defensive linemen.
All underclassmen. Not a lot of seniors playing for this Jacksonville Crimson team. They're going to be a team to watch for the next 2 years.
In the trenches, brought to you by the United States Army. 3rd down and long. We're going to blow the whistle. See what happened there.
It's going to be a delay of game.
Delay game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
I think I know what you're thinking. That's a killer. Coaches.
Yeah, that's a coach killer, especially Coach Goff preached about it this week that they have to get up there and get set up and give themselves a chance. And by doing that, 3rd and 13, you're 3rd and 18. You're narrowing what you can call offensively to put yourself in a good position.
3rd and 18. Horn keeps it, looking.
Got a man wide
fakes
open.
It. He's going to keep it himself and thrown out of bounds. Loss on the play, and that'll bring up a 4th and punting situation for the Lions.
Yeah, I know Jacksonville is going to be happy about hitting Horn in the backfield and getting on 4th down. They are very, very lucky right there that Eli Horn didn't have enough time to at least flick his wrist with the ball downfield. Number 4, Jacob Poole, came up, thought immediately it was a run, and he had a receiver running down the field wide open. You and I think, were the closest people to him on this sideline. So Jacksonville needs to make sure they see that on film, and that's a good coaching point to make sure it does not happen again.
Bass with the punt. and lands literally right at midfield. That's where the Crimsons will start their next offensive possession. And I guess the bright spot there for Lanphier is the Crimsons didn't get to return it. You didn't see Cameron Mitchell return it. So, and right now we'll go in the trenches, brought to you by the United States Army. Jacksonville, their offensive line. They've got center Ryan McCombs, and see their right guard and right tackle there, Aiden Surratt. And the Lanphier Lions defense.
Yeah, again, Jeremy Wright's going to be a big stopgap there up the middle. One thing I want to point out for Jacksonville, for Oliver Cooley is a junior. The rest of their offensive line, sophomores, Paul. Sophomores. You don't see a lot of that on the varsity level, so Coach Grounds has got some guys up front that he can rely on.
That is pretty amazing. 1st and 10. Nope, we got another whistle.
We're going to false start on.
False start, Brad. False start. Brad.
Officials confirming. And
False start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Lions will take that. Push the Crimsons back any way you can, right?
Yeah, I believe it was on number 1, Rodney Reed out here. Got a little too excited. It looked like a pass play, and I think he wants to make up for his drop, and I think he got a little too excited out here.
There you see Rodney Reed. He is definitely a threat. 1st and 15 from the 45. Owens back to throw. Pass the room. Throws it incomplete, a little too high. 10 receivers, Jacob Poole. So incomplete. Bring up 2nd and long for Jacksonville.
Good job by Owens there again. I talk about it every year, Paul. I know you know where I'm going with this. Rolling to his left is a right-handed quarterback. But what Owens did there is he turned his body, he set his feet parallel to the line of scrimmage so he could deliver a throw like that. A little off target because he did have some pressure coming at him, but he put it in a spot where it was either going to be Jacob Poole making that catch or nobody else.
Well said. Owens, a little misdirection here, and Poole has it. Lions D comes up. Big play there.
Great job up front with the misdirection by the Lanphier Lions. That could have been a big play, but number 78, Derek Lawson, was standing right there waiting for Poole to take that handoff. So
get a look at some of the crowd tonight. 2:33 here to go in the first quarter. 14-0. Jacksonville leads.
I know it's 3rd and long here, but keep an eye on Elijah Owens.
Owens back to throw. He's got a man. He's got the man. It's time. Rodney Reed wide open. Touchdown. That's a young security touchdown. 47 yards. Check that flag. Flag on the play.
You're going to get a hold.
If it's a touchdown, it's a young security touchdown. But let's see. Reed caught that one wide open.
He did, but I just got to say, what a beautiful throw by Elijah. I was kind of mesmerized as the ball left his hand. We got to see some, great throws last week from Jack Orby, and that was a beautiful one from Elijah Owens.
Is it coming back, Adam Anderson?
It is coming back. We're going to get a hold. I think it was on.
Holding on the offense. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Replay 3rd down.
Can you tell the home crowd isn't happy about that? Wow, negates a touchdown.
I think it was on 66, Avery Cook, the left guard. That's kind of where the flag was thrown towards. That's tough. But that's a break if you're Lanphier. That's a huge break.
No doubt about it. You're pushing the Crimsons back the right way. The Lions got to get some confidence and forget about that play. It didn't count. So 3rd and 18. Owens looks to throw. Says go deep, go deep. He's got Reed again. There he is. Oh, and he falls down at the 28-yard line. Reed with a good catch. And that is a Branch Professional Agriculture first down. But wait a minute.
We got another flag back here. I don't know where that's going to come in now.
And
we got roughing.
so personal
So
foul
we're going to go half the distance.
on the Lions. Here it comes.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense, 15-yard penalty, first down.
So 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, and that's a dead ball. So that is from the spot where Reed went down. So that is a huge, huge gain for the Jacksonville Crimson. That almost puts them at, I mean, they're in the red zone now.
Brand Professional Agriculture first down, indeed, for Jacksonville. Ball on the, like you said, in the red zone or in the 15-yard line. Owens looking for the play. No hurry. There's the pitch, two more, wide, he's got room, and he is in for the touchdown. Touchdown Jacksonville, that's a Young Security touchdown. Another $50 donation to this week's charity, the Mary Bryant Home for the Blind.
Great call by Coach Grounds. Jacksonville lined up. The defensive back came way too far inside since there was no receiver out there on the outside. He recognized it, called the toss sweep play. Nobody out there to get to stop Emmanuel Moore, and he turned on the Jets, and another 6 points for Jacksonville.
So 20-0. Crimsons will go for the extra point. Sims with a kick. And it's good. He's 3 for 3, and it's 21-0 Jacksonville. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with more here on CW23. You're watching SEPQ Friday Night Rivals. Stay with us. Welcome back to SEPQ Friday Night Rivals, presented by HSHS St. John's Hospital. Paul Wappel, Adam Anderson, ABC News Channel 20's AJ Gersh, and the Friday Night Rivals crew here in Jacksonville. The Crimsons have scored. They lead 21-0. Still a minute 23 to go in the first quarter. So they had a couple penalties, but the Crimsons were able to capitalize and score.
Yeah, one, what were they, 3rd and 25, Paul? And then ended up with a first down plus another 15 yards tacked on to the end of it.
And Brandon Sims with another booming kick. No chance for a return for the Lions, so they'll start this possession 1st and 10 from their 20-yard line.
Hey, that's a great luxury to have, and I'm sure Coach Grounds is telling them that right now.
Sims is solid from 35 yards and in, pretty much. And let's go down to the field for the Cascom Sideline Report. Cascom keeping you connected. AJ Gersh.
Yeah, Paul and Adam, a little bit of insight. Earlier this week, Coach Grounds says, or at least hypothesized, that teams would be scheming against Owens, Mitchell, and Deion Salther. So he said guys like Manny Moore and Rodney Reed are really going to have to step up. And on that last possession, that's exactly what they did.
Horn bobbles it and gets the ball and back inside the 5-yard line. So things just got a whole lot tougher in a hurry for Lanphier.
Yeah, and Eli Horn just needs to take a deep breath. He's trying to make too much happen right now. And the first thing you have to do as a quarterback, you got to catch a snap. I know he wants to get back on this spot, but there's a lot of game left, and you can't score 21 points in one play. So you just need to have positive plays at this point.
2nd down. Horn keeps it himself, right side. Got some room, breaks the tackle. Still going. 20, and he's out of bounds. There's a good run.
Just like that. They got to string, 2, 3, 4 plays like that together so they can get a drive here and at least get it into Jacksonville territory.
A real good pickup there for Horn and the Lions. They certainly needed that. Still a long way to go here on 3rd down.
Got to hustle a little bit to get this play in so they can get set. Yep, I think Coach Goff recognized that and took a timeout.
I think he heard you, Adam. No. Oh, he did?
Oh.
Fooled me too, okay.
I'm not positive.
Horn keeps it himself. Read perfectly that time. Stopped for the Crimsons by number 80, Quinn Saxer. Adam, I swore there was a timeout. The official.
I did too.
before they
He
played.
waved his arms. Okay, well.
All right.
But
And
either way, that did not go well for offensively for Lanphier. And again, it's one step forward and 2 steps back. It seems to be what they've done offensively right now.
And that's in the first quarter, 21-0 Jacksonville. We'll take a break. Back for the second quarter here on CW23 in just a minute. Stay with us. Welcome back to SEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by HSHS St. John's Hospital. We are set to start the second quarter here in Jacksonville. Lions punt. They get it away. Pretty good punt. Fielded by Mitchell. Look out, 30, 20, still going. Inside the 10. You don't want to get him the ball. They did. Couldn't do much about it. And a great return there for Cameron Mitchell.
Yep, he's going to set him up. I think inside, right on the 10-yard line. So great return by Mitchell. You could see he was getting antsy. And when that ball landed short, I knew he was going to pick it up and turn it on. So he's got Jacksonville sitting in pretty nice field position to start this drive.
1st and 10. 1st and goal. Check that from the 9 for the Crimsons, who lead 21-0. Owens under center. Nope, keeps it himself. Great fake. And he is in for the touchdown. Great fake there. That's a young security touchdown. Another $50 donation to this week's charity, the Mary Bryant Home for the Blind.
I thought it was a called run, but great job by Owens just to hold on to the football, because he saw Lanphier had it pretty stuffed up front, and he just pulled it out, kept it himself. Did a great job of hiding that one too, and
he did. I could see you a little bit out of the corner of my eye because of the way I'm looking, and I thought Owens has it. What a nice play there. It was a really good fake.
Again, an offense like this, it'll give CSA teams some fits, because they don't see anything like this any other week.
Brandon Sims called his name a lot already. Kick is up and good. Once again, he remains perfect. 28-0. The home team leads the Lanphier Lions early in the second quarter. Certainly disheartening if you're the Lanphier Lions, but long way to go. And right now, we're going to take a look at the aerial attack. Brought to you by the United States Air Force Special Warfare. And you see the Lions offensive players or skill players there, Adam. Eli Horn talked about him. Wyatt Dilley and Donnell Bass.
Yeah, Bass is a guy that's has some explosive plays. We've seen him a few times here on Friday Night Rivals. Make some big plays, catching the ball and running the football. So he's a guy to watch out for.
11:43 to go in the second quarter. Lions in need of some offense and a break here, but a lot of time left. We talked about that. A lot of things can happen. So Sims will kick for the Crimsons. Another good kick. Will be fielded. Nope, in the end zone. Cannot return it. There's Donnell Bass, and 1st and 10 from the 20 on the touchback.
Bass was ready to go, but as soon as your feet cross that imaginary boundary in the goal line, in high school, you cannot bring the ball out once it crosses that line.
So the Lions obviously, Adam, need to score, but they need to put a drive together.
Yeah.
Burn some clock or run some time off. And
again, I talked about ball control. You got to keep Elijah Owens on the sideline as much as possible. So as long as Owens is standing over here with his helmet kind of popped up, I think the better you are. But again, it's about positive plays. You just got to build on some positive plays, and you got to string 5, 6, 7 of them together if you can.
On first down. Horn keeps it. Runs left. Thrown for a loss on the play. Crimson's read that very well. The whole key is getting Horn, just needs to get a step, needs to get loose. Yep. Once he gets a little bit of yardage, he's off.
Yeah, he can do some damage back there, but it's all about that initial step. You got to give him a little bit of space so he can make something happen.
2nd and 17 for the Lions. Horn from the gun. Keeps it this time. He cuts back. Good run there. Still on his feet. Out of bounds. A lot of work there, but a good run for Horn.
Yeah, great run for Horn, as you can see, and he really is electric in the open field. He can do a lot of damage, but let's see, first down was a step backwards. There was a step forward. Let's see if they can take another step forward right here and get a first down. Huge third down here for the Lanphier Lions.
Give him 8 on the play, so it's 3rd and 9 for the Lions. Horn throw, has time. Looking. He's going to keep it himself. He got a flag on the play. Horn brought out of bounds at the 30. And we got a flag, Adam.
Yeah, there's going to be a holdout here on number 64, Jalen Day.
What do you got?
As Horn was coming over this side, Day just stuck his hand out and pulled a Jacksonville Crimson jersey. I think everybody on the Crimson sideline saw it too.
Does the result of the play get us a first down? Does the result of the play get us
And
a
again,
first down?
as you can hear the official talk about, without that hold, that is a first down for Lanphier.
Does the result of the play get us a first down?
Or he's asking him, yeah, if
Hey,
it
Brad,
would have been a first down. So let's
we
see
have a
what the
first
call
down.
is.
We have a first down right there. No.
No, so
He's at. They're going to talk about it a little bit more.
Yep. Wants to know if it would have been a first down. Obviously, that's
Because then that's what they're going to.
decision.
Yeah, that's
Sure.
what they're going to tell Coach Grounds.
Guys, see me with the hold back there. We have block in the back there and a hold here.
Oh, there also was a block in the back. So.
Illegal block in the back. Offense. Penalties declined. Holding on the offense. Half the distance to the goal. 3rd down.
So 2 penalties, but the holding 1, and that pushes the Lions back the other way.
Yeah, the block in the back is a spot foul. So this will put, by taking the holding, the first penalty, that puts Lanphier deeper into their own territory than it would if Coach Grounds were to take the block in the back.
So half the distance to the goal line. And 3rd and a long way to go.
Got a new quarterback in.
Dumps it. Oh, it was a pass. So Stephen Bladen, the sophomore, comes in, the quarterback, on that play. Incomplete pass. 4th and 23. Lions certainly want to avoid getting obviously a punt block here. Alex Supernov, senior, back to punt. Gets it away. Look who's got it. Oh no, he's got Eli Horn at the 25.
Got a flag back here at the line of scrimmage. I actually believe this one is going to be on the Crimsons, but it'll still be Jacksonville football.
Interesting, Eli Horn on the return there. The quarterback. Looked like he might have been limping a little bit, maybe not. Check that, Rodney Reed. Rodney Reed, sorry about that.
You see number 1 or you just
Correct.
get excited? But he does look, he is limping a little bit. You can still see it there.
Wide receiver.
See what the flag on the play is.
Here we go.
So we got offsetting personal foul calls. So you replay the down.
After all that, wow. So offsetting personal fouls. 10:24 to go here in the second quarter.
So let's hope. Here's where some confusion can set in with the Lanphier Lions. Yep, we got a guy just, guy's not paying attention, thinking punt team was over, and now you hope you got enough guys out there to actually have a punt team.
And you've got Rodney Reed and Cameron Mitchell ready to field the punt. Low snap in the end zone, bobbled.
He took a knee with it, so you're going to get a safety here.
2 points for the Jacksonville Crimsons on the safety. Makes it 30-0.
It's a tough break, and Supernov's I can't speak right now, asking the official, I didn't have the ball and my knee was down, and he did. It was the right call to make, and it was the safe call to make, too, as he had a few Crimsons kind of bearing down on him.
You'd rather give up 2 than the 6, potentially 7, yes, right?
Correct, yep.
Absolutely gorgeous night. Great weather for high school football.
Beautiful night for football.
Crimsons faithful here and like what they see so far.
They'll get great field position off this safety because now the Lions will have to kick off from the 20.
I'll tell you, this Jacksonville team, we talked about their offense, but then you got them on special teams and some good defensive players, but they've got some good players, especially at the skill positions.
I don't think that score last week was, that game was close up until the second half. And I think just a combination of some bad breaks and some few turnovers for Jacksonville, and also Chatham Glenwood and Jack Knudsen could be really, really good. So I think when people saw the score, we were both shocked by the final, but I think that game was a lot closer than what the score said.
High kick. 43. That's Jackson. Casimir Jackson. Out to the 33-yard line. So nice return for Casimir Jackson, the junior. And right now we'll take a look at the aerial attack brought to you by the United States Air Force Special Warfare. You see the Jacksonville quarterback Elijah Owens and Reed and Moore and Poole, the receivers, and you got Salter, the tight end.
Yeah, Salter's his big target. I think it's one of Owens' favorite targets, but we have not called his name yet here tonight.
Okay. 1st and 10 from the 32 of Lanphier. Owens hands off. Good yardage play there to carry that time. Lamarian Williams, 21.
Again, another sophomore. That sophomore class here in Jacksonville could be a problem for the Central State 8 if they keep progressing and getting better.
Pickup of 5, 2nd and 5 for the Crimsons. Owens, back to throw, has time. Cross the middle, got his man, Deion Souther. Touchdown, Jacksonville. And that's another $50 to courtesy of Young Security to this week's charity, the Mary Bryant Home for the Blind.
Elijah Owens must have heard me talking about Deion Souther up here, and that is one of his go-to targets. We hadn't talked about him at all or mentioned his name here tonight. 1 catch, 1 touchdown.
36-0 to score. I'll tell you what, Adam, the Central State A team's going to have a hard time with that Jacksonville offense. They've got a lot of weapons. If that line can protect just a little bit, look out.
Yeah, there are a lot of things to try to focus on. You take one thing away, and it's not just a team that can run the option and just run the football and rely on that. They can throw the ball too, which makes them a great offensive unit.
All right, we'll take a break with the Crimsons in control. Back with more on CW23. Stay with us. Welcome back to SFQ Friday Night Rivals, presented by HS St. John's Hospital. Watching Friday Night Rivals here on CW23. Look at that. Fans out in full force. They're having a good time. Look at their Hawaiian outfits. How about that, Adam?
We got a packed house here in Jacksonville tonight, too.
They're loving what they're seeing, aren't they? 37-0. And the Crimsons kick off. Sims with another deep kick. This time fielded inside the 5. Lions get a chance to return this one. Breaks a couple of tackles there. Does Donnell Bass, and hard-earned run there.
They're going to get in, I think, an extra 5 to 10 yards here.
Flag late.
During the return, personal foul, horse collar tackle, kicking team, 15 yards from the end of the run, first down.
So 15. It's personal foul. That's right.
Horse collar, so break for the Lions there.
Yeah, that'll
Decent
turn
field
into
position.
really good field position here for Lanphier to start this drive. It's about positive plays. It's what I'm sure Coach Goff is talking to his guys about. We just have to have some positive plays together. It's like Eli Horn is back at quarterback for them, so that's good to see.
On first down, first and 10, I should say. Good effort there. Cornelian Brookins, the senior, 5'8", 200 pounds, barrels his way there. That's a good play for Lanphier. They need that.
Yeah, again, and this is where, let's see if they can keep the momentum going and keep up the positive plays. That's what you just got to put them together.
2nd and 4, certainly manageable. Horn has the Lions ready. He's got the play. Bass in motion. Bass gets the ball. He is going, the football that is, and he's, wow, stop. Looked like he might turn into a little something, but
yeah, number 4, Jacob Poole came up and made a really good play to get Bass stopped before it started. He had a little bit of a lane, but Poole came in from his safety position and closed that quickly.
8:17 to go. Clock running here in the second quarter. 3rd and 5. The Lions need a first down. Horn's going to try to do it himself. Breaks the tackle. Doesn't get it. Going to come up a couple of yards short.
It's going to be about just about a yard short. We'll see what Coach Goff does here. I wouldn't be shocked to see the Lions go for it.
I mean, trailing 37-0. You don't need much for the first down. Like you said, just a yard.
You can call timeout and think about it.
And that's what they do. Yes. So 7:35 to go here in the second quarter. Lions have a lot of players out. A lot of players out this season, I should say. Not out injured necessarily. Out 75, I think we said. So.
Yeah, and that added depth can always help out in games like these. You can find guys that can be on the field a lot more.
Right now, it is time for the Midwest Technical Institute Game Face Cam. Use the hashtag MTI Game Face Challenge on social media for your chance to be featured in next week's game. The Midwest Technical Institute Game Face Cam. Use that hashtag MTI Game Face Challenge on social media. There's the Dallas Cowboys hat. There's the Hawaiian night. Oh, I'm on TV. Look at that. That's awesome. We're fired up. High school football. Love it, love it. She had the shirt off. It's cool enough.
It is nice
Or
enough.
warm enough, I should say, still. All right, back on the field. 4th and 1, and yes, the Lions going for it. Horn's going to keep it. No surprise
get
there.
upfield.
Oh, fumble and recovered by the Lions. Crimson. He had the first down. Recovery made by the Crimsons, and oh, it's not what the Lions needed. That was Quinn Saxon with the recovery.
Yeah, Horn would have been right at the first down marker as he was getting tackled, and that ball just popped out as he was trying to fight for that extra effort. Tough break for the Lanphier Lions.
So the Crimsons, first down, 43-yard line of Lanphier. Owens pitches back to Cameron Mitchell, who was in motion. Goes wide, look out.
Yeah,
He's going to run to the end zone. They're not going to catch him. He is in. Touchdown. That's another Young Security touchdown. $50 donation to this week's charity, the Mary Bryant Home for the Blind.
Great job by Jacksonville. Once Mitchell gets out there on the edge, I'm not sure there are many in Central Illinois that can catch Cameron Mitchell, maybe even in the state of Illinois. He has got some speed on the outside, and you saw all of it right there.
And incredibly, he's a junior. He's a junior.
A lot of guys coming back here for Jacksonville next season.
Brandon Sims. He's going to be tired after tonight. A lot of kicks for him. Kickoff, point after. Sims again. And he's good again. And it's 44-0. Jacksonville, the home team with a huge lead. Let's go down to the sidelines. Let's go to the field for the Cascom sideline report. Cascom, keeping you connected. Here's ABC News Channel 20's AJ Gersh.
Thanks, Paul. Yeah, I know we just saw the big play from the junior, but how about that senior Elijah Owens on the field tonight at quarterback here in Jacksonville? Actually, his recruiting coordinator from Indiana State is here tonight, Aaron Young, watching his guy perform, and what a show he's put on so far. We'll send it back up to you in the booth.
Thanks, AJ. Great insight, and sure Indiana State loves what they're seeing tonight.
Yeah, I think they're going to be very happy once they get Elijah Owens on campus. You know, we've seen what he can do on the field. We've heard about what a great kid he is off the field. Terre Haute is going to love Elijah.
6'2", 215. He is solid, and just solid all the way around. Let's see if the Lions can get a break here or something on special teams here in the second quarter. You got a scorer for Williamsville?
Williamsville opening up the new turf stadium, new Paul Jenkins Field. Last check, they're up 43-0 over Riverton, and that game was still just in the first quarter.
In the first quarter.
First quarter. A lot of scoring here to start the 2022 season.
Breaking in that turf, aren't they? From the 8 is Donnell Bass. Goes to the middle, tries to find something. Somebody said ball. Flag came out late at the 35.
Usually is some extracurriculars.
Bass ended up at the 22. Let's see what the flag's all about. Here's the wait the call here.
After the play was over, personal foul, late hit, receiving team, half the distance to the goal, first down Lanphier.
That's tough. Get a decent return, and now it's going to bring that ball inside the 15-yard line. I think some Lions just getting a little frustrated out there. You just got to watch. You got to keep your composure. You got to play within the rules.
1st and 10 for the Lions. Horn keeps it himself. Gonna throw, looks like, throws back the other way, up in the air, picked off. And the Crimsons look out, he might make it to the end zone. 5, Touchdown, Zayden Jeffries, the senior. That's a Young Security touchdown on the pick six. Another $50 donation to this week's charity, the Mary Bryant Home for the Blind.
Great job by Jacksonville. Again, Horn trying to do everything he can and gets the ball off downfield. Only the second time we've seen Lanphier get a pass off downfield. Just got it in between two Lanphier line receivers who were both open at different points. Had a lot of pressure in his face, too. So great job, though, by the Jacksonville Crimsons to not only get the turnover, but then make something happen with it. That's the key thing.
So 50-0. And the officials need a football. You need that. And the Crimsons will try to add to their impressive lead here with 6:56 to go in the second quarter. And we have a new kicker because Coach Brandon Sims getting a workout. So Owen Daniels, number 52, and a flag. The kick was up and good, but let's see. There was a flag.
I think somebody was offside.
Yes.
Jared, we're going to go half the distance. Half the distance. No play. No play. Yeah. Prior to the snap, encroachment, defense, half the distance to the goal, replay the try.
There you go. You heard it. So replay the point after attempt. Half the distance to the goal. So the Crimsons are a little bit closer. And Owen Daniels, number 52, will, looks like this time, attempt the extra point for the Crimsons. Nice. Kick is up and good. 51-0. We'll take a break. You're watching SEPQ Friday Night Rivals on CW23. Stay with us. Welcome back to SEPQ Friday Night Rivals, presented by HSHS St. John's Hospital. Paul Wappel, Adam Anderson, ABC News Channel 20's AJ Gersh, and the Friday Night Rivals crew here in Jacksonville, week 2, and the Crimsons are putting on quite a display tonight on offense and defense there. They had a pick six. They lead 51-0. That is your score here with 6:56 to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, Jacksonville's just a lot of things going right for them here tonight against the Lanphier Lions. Wanted to rebound after a tough week 1, and they're doing just that.
So Sims did not do the point after attempt, but he will do the kickoff here for the Crimsons, and it's another solid kick. It will be returned. Number 2, Donnell Bass. And another flag on the play. Imagine that.
Yeah, it's going to be against the Lanphier Lions.
You see it?
So a block in the back. That'll move it 10 yards back from the spot of the foul.
Just gets harder and harder for the Lanphier Lions tonight.
I'm not positive.
During the return, illegal block in the back. Receiving team, half the distance to the goal. First down.
I'm not sure Lanphier has crossed the 50-yard line here tonight.
Gotta get a check and find out how many penalties have been in this game in the first half. Pretty incredible how many penalties. So
At the end of the first quarter, Lanphier had 4 for 35 yards. I think they've doubled that here in the second quarter.
Jacksonville had a couple for 17 yards in the first quarter. So.
Yeah, in the first quarter.
Well, the Lions were going to start from the 5. Let's see what, before the play gets underway, somebody, oh, they're going to move the ball. Up. Now we're ready.
Here we go.
All right? Horn from the gun. Hands off. Brookins.
Good positive run there by Brookins. Again, they're big up front. The Lanphier offensive line just got to give your guys enough space to make something happen.
I mean, Day is 400. You've got Douglas 245, Standridge 2 1/4, 305 for Collins, and 330 for Wright. Horn throws it, incomplete. Had it, Xavier Johnson. I think he wanted to run before he had it.
Yep. It's been a theme here tonight for both teams. You got to catch the ball first before you make something happen. It's all a process.
3rd and long for the Lions. And it has been a long first half for the Lanphier Lions. 3rd and 9. See if they can move the chains here and get a first down. Horn looks to throw. Pitch is forward, complete. Nice play. That's a first down.
Right.
How about that little razzle dazzle? Number 10, Wyatt Dilly, and that is a first down. And that is, I want to thank Hardee's, one of our first down sponsors all season long. Feed your happy at Hardee's.
Little Brett Favre action there with the underhand throw. Just again, Eli Horn, he's out there. He's a playmaker, and he's trying to make something happen. He did that right there. Let's see if they can build on a little bit of momentum.
Something different. It worked. So 1st and 10. For the Lions, high snap. It's loose. Horn did a good job to recover the fumble. Or the bad snap, I should say. Wow. So first down, then you go back the other way.
Yeah, that sadly has been the theme here for the Lanphier Lions. Like we mentioned earlier, great shot of assistant coach John Zhang, who I personally have learned his tutelage. He was one of our assistant coaches my senior year in high school. Another Illinois College Blue Boy, too.
How about that? Right up the street, Illinois College.
What I was saying, the theme of the night has been one big play, and then they just shoot themselves on the foot almost immediately after that.
Horn with a good run that time. About the 18-yard line. Still a long way to go for the Lions, but a good run that time.
Hey, Troy! Match his energy!
You like to see that as assistant coaches. This game's 51-0, and they're still coaching their guys like it's a 0-0 ball game. Coach Grounds has got a great staff. He's got a lot of guys still tuned in, and he wants to make sure the Crimsons are getting better each game.
3rd and 25. Horn throws. It's hanging up in the air. Almost picked off. A couple of Crimsons were there. So 4th down and a long, long way to go to, what, I-72? So.
No, maybe not quite. I think just about downtown Jacksonville.
All right. 4:15 to go here in the 2nd quarter. Lions in one formation, of course. Fake, Bass.
Oh.
Bass, can he get the first down? Long way to go. Still on his feet. How about that?
Hey, you're gonna get a personal foul horse collar tackle here too. So I think we're gonna get a first down here for the Lanphier Lions.
Took a risk here. Let's see. It may have paid off. A big gain there for the Lions. Here's the call. So personal foul.
15, Jared.
Against Jacksonville, so 15 yards. As you said,
15
Adam.
from the edge of the
Personal
run.
foul, horse collar tackle, defense, 15 yards to the end of the run, brings them first down.
So that is a Hardee's first down for the Lions. Feed your happy at Hardee's.
Great job by Bass just to pull that. He must have saw an opening, and I like the aggressiveness, and he wanted to make something happen, so he pulled it down, and it worked out. 1st and 10, Lanphier Lions.
They've got the ball at the 42-yard line. Here, plenty of time left in the first half. Horn runs left, goes out of bounds, going the right way, gets some good yardage there.
Yeah, I think it was a busted play there for Horn, but positive yards.
Second and manageable now. That's the whole key. They've had so many situations, obviously, where they're backed up, second and long, third and long, which results in fourth and long a lot of times, unfortunately, if you're a Lions fan.
I think if you pull a lot of coaches, second and long is especially second and 11, 12, 15. That's the worst spot as an offensive play caller, because there's nothing that you don't want to do too much to get into third and long, but you want to make sure you get positive yards.
Horn runs, tough to bring down. Look at him. First down to the 47-yard line of Jacksonville. That was impressive. That's a Hardee's first down. Feed your happy at Hardee's. And Eli Horn earned that one.
Yeah, yes, he did. He fought for every yard there. And again, we talked about he's a senior. He wants to make things happen. He wants his team to be successful his senior year. I think the Jacksonville sideline's a little upset. And I saw it too. The official on this side pulled his yellow flag out like he was going to throw it and then put it back in his pocket. Not sure what happened there, but I think there are a lot of questions being asked from the Crimson coaching staff.
Horn keeps it. Ooh. Goes down at midfield. Crimson's read that play very well.
It was a pretty high tackle. They must have said he was off his face mask, which is important. Again, another negative play on first down puts you in second and long, and that's just such a tough situation.
So second down, like you said, Lions would love to get on that scoreboard before halftime. Take something really positive into the locker room. 2:42 to go. From midfield. Horn hands off to Brookins, and maybe 3 on the play. And tonight at 10:15 on ABC News Channel 20, join us at the News Channel 20 Sports Desk with Alessandra Pontbriand to get all of your local high school football highlights with the Friday Night Rivals recap. 10:15 with Alessandra Pontbriand, ABC News Channel 20. 10:15 tonight, and she'll have highlight scores from all across Central Illinois. Did a great job on the preview show and getting ready for the game tonight. All right. Horn keeps it. Fake the pitch forward. Out of bounds, about the 47-yard line. 1:54 to go. Stops the clock. And that'll bring up fourth down, and it's still going to be a long way to go. It looks like 12 for the Lions.
Yeah, I think that was
was
a called pass play, but I don't think Horn had any desire to try to throw the football there. We're going to time out here by Coach Goff to see what they can dial up here for fourth down.
So, looking at last week, Adam, a decent number of lopsided scores, but a lot of points on the board last week.
Yeah, and even
Illinois games,
looking around to scores, even here tonight, there seems to be a lot of points, a lot of touchdowns still being scored around the 217 area code, and it might be the year of the offense here in Central Illinois. I heard a lot about the SHG Rochester game, rightfully so, from friends and family that were at the game or watched the game. SHG's offense looks maybe the best in the state of Illinois, but they said Rochester was no slouch in running the football for Rochester, which you don't awfully associate them with a power run team, but didn't have any trouble with SHG up front. So that could be something Rochester kind of builds on, has to develop an all-around game, but you and I both know you can't count them out until almost Derek Leonard's in the ground with the dirt being thrown on, and then even then you can't count them out.
They do. They get better every week and every season. It is incredible the force he is there at Rochester. Horn throws it complete. Still on his feet. Can he get the first down? I don't think he did.
It's going to be about a yard short.
Cornelion Brookins.
Yeah, came up just about a yard short.
Good effort for the Lions.
Yeah. Again, it's a positive play. It's something to look back on that you're right there. And they've been right there a lot of times, but you just can't dig yourself a hole to start in. It just makes it a lot tougher.
So and I want to remind you to watch CW's Killer Camp and Dynasty tonight following the National Desk. That's right here on CW 23.
Dynasty, that's been around for a while.
Yes, it has. And of course, we'll have the halftime report coming up, and I'm told that's a reboot.
The reboot, okay.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Shows what we know. I know. All right, first down, Crimsons. Nothing that time. Got a minute 30 to go here in the second quarter. Marion Williams.
What was your biggest surprise from week one, Paul? Or not maybe surprise, but thing that jumped off the page at you first?
I think it might have been that Glenwood had so much offense. You said almost 700 yards. That's incredible. That's a couple of games or 3 games for some teams, and that just really is incredible to me. Good run here, crosses midfield. Still on his feet. Still barreling his way to the 37-yard line. And that one heck of a run there. That's a Hardy's first down. Feed your happy at Hardy's after the impressive run by Emmanuel Moore.
Yeah, great job by Moore. Just kept his feet churning, kept going. Again, just a junior. Coach Grounds has got some good ones.
Crimsons want to score again before halftime. Owens under center. There's the give to Lamarion Williams. Another big pickup for the Crimsons. 33 seconds. Crimsons quickly to the line. Second and short. There's Williams again.
Got a flag. I think this is going to be against Jacksonville.
Wait for the call here. 18 seconds left in the first half.
Hey, we're on original line of scrimmage, back five. False start, offense, 5-yard penalty, second down.
Second down. You heard the call there, 5-yard penalty. Ball on the 35. Lanphier.
Yeah, Elijah Owens is going to have to get up there and get ready.
Clock is running 7 seconds. Gets the play off, hand off, and the horn goes. And the first half comes to an end as Williams has the carry there. Jacksonville in control, leading the Lanphier Lions 51-0, and been pretty much all Crimson so far in this game, obviously, Adam.
Yeah, absolutely. Coach Grounds has got to be happy with the way they played here in the first half. Jacksonville's looked great. Lanphier, again, they've shot themselves in the foot a few times, and couldn't capitalize on the big plays they did have. Hopefully they can get that corrected and just try to work for a better second half.
So 51-0 is our score here, and got the halftime report coming up in just a few minutes. We see the Crimsons, Lions going to the respective locker rooms here. Absolutely gorgeous night for high school football, and rough night if you're the Lanphier Lions. Let's go down to AJ Gersh. AJ, what do you have?
Here with Coach Grounds. Good first half, 51-0. When we talked earlier this week, you'd said that your young O-line had a steady improvement throughout your game at Glenwood. What have you seen from your guys so far tonight?
Well, they've maintained their blocks. They've definitely, I think, controlled the line of scrimmage. They've kept people off of Elijah in the passing game, and they've allowed us to get positive yards in the running game.
And you said another key to finding success was your defensive perimeter. So far, they've been able to keep Horn from exploding. And how have they been able to do that? What was your defensive scheme like going into this week?
Well, we emphasized having to set the edge. We didn't set the edge against Chatham at all. We're better tackling this week. We're still not where we're satisfied that Crimson defense needs to be, but they much improvement. They played. We got a defensive score. We've put pressure on them. We played some outstanding special teams with the safety and the kicking game. So, as a whole, it was a good first half for us.
Is there any way that you can improve coming out in the second?
Yeah, we get out without any injuries.
All right, Coach, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Back to you in the booth.
All right. Thank you very much, AJ. Thanks to Jacksonville coach Mark Browns. And we'll take a break. We'll be back with the S&K Buick GMC halftime report coming up next. Stay with us.
Marching Crimsons are led by Jen Majors, Ann Carroll, and Ian Meek. Marching band staff includes Erica Beard Stewart and
Welcome back. You're watching the S&K Buick GMC halftime report on Friday Night Rivals. Paul Wappel and Adam Anderson here in Jacksonville, where the Crimsons have an incredible lead, 51-0. They lead the Lanphier Lions in a Central State A Conference matchup. Both teams entered this game 0-1, lost their openers last week, trying to turn things around. So far in the first half, it was pretty much all Jacksonville. A lot of penalties in first half. And I want to let you know that SEPQ presenting Jacksonville High School with a $500 donation to say thank you for hosting tonight's Friday Night Rivals matchup. SEPQ will make a $500 donation to each Friday Night Rivals host school throughout the season for use for their general fund. SEPQ is proud to support our communities, our schools, and our students with Friday Night Rivals. Thanks to SEPQ and thanks to Jacksonville High School for hosting tonight's Friday Night Rivals matchup. Oh, you see the Crimson's band. We'll take a break. We'll have more. You're watching the S&K Buick GMC halftime report on Friday Night Rivals. Stay with us.
Okay, so
Welcome back to the SNK Buick GMC halftime report on Friday Night Rivals. Throughout this Friday Night Rivals season, Rick Ray and Sons Plumbing will recognize an exceptional senior student athlete from each participating school with a plaque presentation prior to each game. This week's Rick Ray and Sons Scholar athletes are from Jacksonville, Meredith Gallo. Meredith has a 4.3 grade point average. She's a 4-year varsity member of the cheerleading and dance team and also plays soccer. Meredith is a member of the Central State 8 Academic All-Conference Team and National Honor Society. She's active in the Jacksonville community, volunteering with many organizations, including the Salvation Army and Kiwanis Club. And from Lanphier High School, Alex Supernov. Alex has a 4.78 grade point average. He plays football, baseball, soccer, and esports, where he placed third in state last year in Rocket League. Alex is a member of the National Honor Society and Principals Roundtable. He volunteers with many local charities, including the APL and St. John's Breadline. These students are also eligible to win a $5,000 scholarship to be presented at the end of the season, courtesy of Rick Ray and Sons Plumbing. Rick Ray and Sons Plumbing is proud to support and encourage exceptional student athletes across Central Illinois. Congratulations to both of this week's Rick Ray and Sons Plumbing Scholar athletes, Jacksonville, Meredith Gallo, and from Lanphier, Alex Supernut. Let's go down to AJ Gersh. AJ?
Yeah, Paul, Friday nights. Obviously, football is the focus tonight, but as you just heard the marching band, they've been balling out. Also on the sidelines, of course, the cheerleading teams. We have Devontae White from Jacksonville and Kelsey Miller from Lanphier. Devontae, you guys have had a heck of a preseason so far, haven't you?
Yes, we have. Actually, we practice 2 days a week during the summer, and then we do some parades as well. This summer, we actually got to go down to St. Louis and do a performance in Busch Stadium, so that was pretty awesome, too.
That must have been phenomenal. And Kelsey, you guys have an awesome event coming up a little bit later on in this month of September. Tell us a little bit about that.
So it's actually next weekend. It's going to be September 10th at Lanphier from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. If you're interested, we are selling bricks from our construction demo. They will be $15 a piece. There's a limited amount of 500. And if you're going to make it, you're going to go ahead and line up on North Grand at the O'Shea gate entrance.
And we're celebrating all of our student athletes, including our cheerleaders here on this Friday Night Rivals broadcast. And we're going to send it back up to you, Paul and Adam, in the booth.
Thank you very much, AJ. Appreciate that. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more. You're watching the SNK Buick GMC halftime report on Friday Night Rivals. Welcome back to the SNK Buick GMC halftime report on Friday Night Rivals. We're in Jacksonville, halftime. The Crimsons lead Lanphier 51-0. And we've got some scores from across Central Illinois. Adam, what do we have?
Yep, just kind of running it down and trying to get as many written down as fast as possible. But start off Southeast up 14-13 against Normal U High. SHG at halftime up 42-6 over Springfield High. Auburn, the Battle of the Trojans. Auburn against Maroa Forsyth. Maroa Forsyth 17, Auburn 0. Another halftime score is a game we talked about in the Friday Night Rivals Rockstar pregame show. Chatham Glenwood and MacArthur tied at 13. That was a game we thought would be a tight one here tonight. Taking a look over towards Decatur, Decatur St. Teresa playing playing the Fighting Paul Wapples, Belleville Althoff Catholic. St. T up 34-0 on your Crusaders.
Wow.
That's a halftime score.
St. T's good.
Mount Zion up 14-7 against Mattoon. Pana up 28-13 against Hillsboro. That is also at halftime. And then at last check, Athens up 28-14 over Pleasant Plains, and that is a halftime score. At one point, Plains was up 7-6 at the end of the first quarter. So again, a lot of scoring in the second quarter of that football game down in Athens. Which is where we will be.
I was going to say that's next week, right? Game 3, yeah.
And Olympia was up 28-6 on Pittsfield at halftime as well. So they could be 2-0 going in to their first night on Friday Night Rivals in their first season in the Sangerville Conference.
I'm excited not just to go to Athens, but to see Olympia.
Yeah.
So they're off to a good start this season. So that'll be exciting. That'll be fun for us.
Pretty unknown. They do have a offensive lineman that is going to the University of Southern Illinois in Carbondale to play football. Runs an offense similar to what we're seeing out here with Jacksonville, option-based. I don't think they've got a guy like Elisha Owens back there, but I think they do very well. They came from the Illini Prairie Conference, which is St. Joe Ogden, Kelowna Unity, Monticello, teams like that. And way back when they were in the Corn Belt with the Rochester Rockets when the Rockets first started football. So Olympia is in, I think it's McLean County, right just kind of southwest of Bloomington for you geography folks out there. I was there once. It is in the middle of nowhere, the school is, but it's a beautiful school. They've got great facilities, and I think they'll be a welcome addition to the Sangerville Conference.
Well, obviously the score is very lopsided at halftime, and I was looking. Let's go down to AJ. AJ Gersh.
All right, here with Coach Goff. Obviously, first half didn't go quite as expected for you guys. How can you turn things around, turn the tide in the second?
Well, big thing is, obviously don't hurt yourself with penalties. Don't hurt yourself. You got to hold on the ball, things like that. But in addition to that, you're not going to get all this back in one play, 2 plays. And I think the guys are kind of pressing a little bit. So, we got to get something established. And so figure out who we're going to be in the second half. Don't wait until next week to start practicing. No, let's just get something done in the second half here.
And Sawhorn making some plays with his legs, finding the outside. How has he been a key for you guys, and how can you continue to build on what you saw, especially maybe in that last drive?
Right. It's his first day at quarterback, and so we had him at Wildcat last week, and but we decided to just go ahead and let him be quarterback full time, and he's done a pretty good job in practices. But obviously we're going against pretty good competition here, and he's just got to he's starting to see things. So hopefully this will pay dividends throughout the season.
All right, Coach, thanks so much. Good luck in the second half. And Paul and Adam, we'll toss it back up to you in the booth.
All right, thanks, AJ. Thanks to Coach Goff. We'll take a break. You're watching the S&K Buick GMC halftime report on Friday Night Rivals. Welcome back to SFQ Friday Night Rivals, presented by HSHS St. John's Hospital. Paul Waffle, Adam Anderson, ABC News Channel 20's AJ Gersh, and the entire Friday Night Rivals crew here in Jacksonville. We're ready to start the third quarter. And Brandon Sims will kick off for the Crimsons.
He's done this a few times here tonight. See what he's got left in the legs.
No doubt about that. Another good kick. Bass and rough way to go.
Yeah, that's just one of those things you as a player, it goes kind of quickly through your mind that, hey, I need to just field this ball, and you don't think about getting your knee to the ground. And this isn't the NFL. That ball is dead as soon as your knee hits there.
And you can talk about all kinds of numbers and statistics. And actually, I thought there were more than 13 penalties, but 8 for Lanphier first half, 5 for Jacksonville, but 282 yards total net yards on offense for the Crimsons and 44 for the Lions. Incredible. First down, Horn keeps it, goes wide. not much there at all, if anything.
Just some miscommunication. Horn went one way, back went the other. And he's saying, yeah, that one was on me. And Coach Goff talked about it. Just a lot of things are coming at him quickly. You can't make 51 points up in one play, and he thought his guys were trying to do that. So this is a good test for the Lanphier Lions, just to see what you can build on and talk about this next week in practice.
Second and 9 for the Lions. Horn hands off. Crimson's just right there, all over.
He's going to be back
time. Bring up third and long.
Yeah, now you just got to find a play in your playbook that you feel the most confident you can get positive yards on. And if you get a first down, great, but of all else, you got to help your punt team out.
And of course, the score. So we have a running clock here.
Yep.
Second half.
Clock won't stop unless a touchdown or a timeout, or if there happen to be an injury or anything like that.
Horn keeps it. Goes wide. There's nothing there. Flag on the play, after the play.
Yep, that's going to go on the Lions. I think they were some of the Lions were upset the way Horn was tackled. Just frustrations kind of boiling over.
So running clock, like Adam said, in the second half. Officials mark off the yardage here.
After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, offense, half the distance to the goal, the down counts, fourth down.
So third and 13 for the Lions. Lions trying to change some personnel.
I thought they asked for the punt team, and then they kind of came out and kind of didn't come out.
So it's 4th and 14. Sorry about that. I said third down. Fourth down. Lions will punt from their own end zone. They get it off, and they do. A high kick, not very far. Takes a Crimson's bounce. The Lions down it. My goodness, before it gets to the 1 yard line. We'll take a break. You're watching SEFQ Friday Night Rivals. Back with more from Jacksonville in just a minute. Welcome back to SEFQ Friday Night Rivals, presented by HSHS St. John's Hospital. And the Jacksonville Crimsons just scored. Emmanuel Moore took it in for the Crimsons, and now they lead 57-0. Try to make it 58-0. Owen Daniels, the junior, will attempt the extra point for the home team. And the kick is up, and it is good. So the Crimsons extend their lead. It's now 58-0 with a running clock here in the second half because of the score. So just a tough night for Lanphier.
Yep.
You punt, it takes a bad bounce, and Jacksonville scores just like that.
Yeah, Emmanuel Moore with his second touchdown of the day. So he's got 2 on the ground, just like Cameron Mitchell and Elijah Owens. Sorry. So a great night on the ground for the Jacksonville Crimsons, but just a rough night here for the Lanphier Lions.
And we'll let you know Friday Night Rivals is available streaming live online. Log on to newschannel20.com and click on the Friday Night Rivals link. You can also find a link to complete game videos from this season's games. Friday Night Rivals, streaming live. So 58-0, and the Lions will get the ball back. So 6:16 left in the third. Sims will once again kick for the Crimsons. Into the end zone, touchback. 1st and 10 Lions from their 20-yard line.
What a great asset to have. If you can have in high school a kicker that can put it in the end zone so you know they're not starting any further than the 20, that's rare at the high school level, but just a great asset to have for the Jacksonville Crimson.
Yeah, it really is. A lot of weapons.
And we saw it last week with, a kicker getting returned for a touchdown, a few deep returns. There was a deep return to start the night here. If you could make sure they're starting at the 20 and got to go 80 yards every time, it takes a lot of pressure off your defense.
It certainly does. 1st down, Horn keeps it. Being hard. Still on his feet. It's out to the 27-yard line. It's about 7 on the play. Good pickup for Horn. He's doing everything he can to get the Lions rolling.
Yeah, great positive play on 1st down. Hopefully they can capitalize here on 2nd down.
We talked about it. Next week we'll be at Athens. Olympia at Athens.
Love going to Athens.
Horn. Is he going to throw or run? Let's see. Wasn't sure and ended up going down the 24-yard line. I wasn't sure. He wasn't sure and ended up slipping a little bit.
I think he thought about it, and by the time he thought about it, he should have already thrown it, and then he didn't know what to do, and then was again trying to make something happen and slipped and fell.
And I'm going to let you know that earlier tonight, SEFCU recognizes an exceptional volunteer from the home school with a plaque prior to the game. This week's SEFCU volunteer of the game is Mike Lonergan. Mike has been running the grill for Jacksonville High School football games. There he is for over 15 years. He also helps supervise the games and gets supplies and water for visiting teams. Mike is a wonderful asset to the Jacksonville High School football family. Mike Lonergan is this week's SEFCU volunteer of the game. Congratulations to SEFCU's volunteer of the game, Mike Lonergan. Thank you, Mike, and there's your plaque. Congratulations and thank you for all you do. Can't do without those volunteers, Adam.
And the grill smelled pretty good earlier, so I think Mike knows what he's doing over there.
I think so. I wanted to get down there at halftime, but we couldn't get away, so maybe after the game, we'll see. 3:38, like we said, running clock with the score differential. Horn.
Bad snap.
Grabs it, still on his feet. At the 10. Thrown back to the 8. Oh, wow. Not much going right for Lanphier.
No, kind of when it rains, when something bad could go happen, it's happened here for the Lanphier Lions. If it rains, it pours, and it's just been a tough Friday night here for Lanphier.
Yeah, it really has been. .255, 254. And also would certainly like to thank Antonio's Pizza for providing tonight's meal for the crew, including us, Adam Anderson, AJ Gersh, everybody. Anything goes at Antonio's. Thank you, Antonio's Pizza, for the meal for the crew. And it's a big crew and a great crew. Thank you for the men and women for everything you do to bring the pictures and sound and everything else, stats, graphics, to our viewers. Thank you for watching. Crimsons keep it on the ground here. Late in the third.
Now, my wife's a big fan of the Hawaiian pizza from Antonio's, so I just can't do pineapple on pizza, Paul.
I can't either. My wife likes that. I think my daughter likes that. My daughter Kayla from Lafayette, Louisiana, when she's home, visits back here in Springfield, she's got to have Antonio's, and that works for me. Love it. Love it. So we get Antonio's. We do that. Second down. goal for the Crimsons. Keep it on the ground, go up the middle. Like Coach Don Goff said, you just second half, or Mark Brown said, sorry, check that. Everybody, nobody wants anybody to get hurt, but you certainly hope you come through a game like this with no injuries.
Yeah, absolutely. Get a few younger guys in there, or guys, at a backup position to get them some experience, and that's key for Jacksonville too. As you get on in the season, if someone were to get hurt or something were to happen, this playing time is very valuable.
Emmanuel Moore with the handoff to Lamarion Williams. On 3rd and goal, and they.
It is a touchdown.
He is in. Okay. Wait a minute.
No.
He was not in. That's what I thought. I wasn't sure. So
it looked like he was in from here, but I didn't see any signals. And
so 4th and goal. See if the Crimsons can get in this time, or the Lions can stop them. Moore gives to Williams. He's in this time. Touchdown. That's a Young Security touchdown. That means another $50 donation to this week's charity. That's the Mary Bryant Home for the Blind.
Again, nothing flashy there about that offensive drive for the Jacksonville Crimsons. Just using their running backs to put their heads down and get the tough yardage needed. And great job by Lamarion Williams, was basically their guy on that drive.
64-0. Crimsons with the lead. Go for the point after attempt. Owen Daniels, the junior, with the honors this time. Another kick and another extra point. 64-0 Jacksonville. Here late in the 3rd quarter. So, yeah, this just might be the year of offense for a lot of teams. I mean, the scoring, kind of like the home runs in baseball, right? It's a lot of offense, either home run or strikeout. And look at that.
There's a lot of great returning offensive players. Citrus State 8, Sangamo, kind of all around.
And it's time for the Midwest Technical Institute Game Face Cam. Use the hashtag MTI Game Face Challenge on social media for your chance to be featured in next week's game. Look at that. Hey, you're on camera, all right. Thanks to Midwest Technical Institute for the Game Face Cam. Use that hashtag MTI Game Face Challenge on social media. 65-0. Our score. Running clock, except for injuries or scoring. So obviously Jacksonville's very happy with the way things are going tonight, and certainly a great way to come back after a tough game last week against Chatham-Glenwood, a very, very obviously good team. The 5-10 Doss, Bass, Donnell Bass with the return, and that'll do it for the 3rd quarter here in Jacksonville. We'll take a break. You're watching SEFCU Friday Night Rivals. Back with more from Jacksonville in just a minute. Welcome back to SEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by HSHS St. John's Hospital. 4th quarter action is almost underway here in Jacksonville. 1st and 10. There's a handoff. Some other players in the action. Sean Trevelyan, to the right side, got a lot of room. Look at that. How's that for a 1st down? And that is a Hardee's 1st down. Hardee's, feed your happy Hardee's. And let's go down and check in with AJ Gersh with the Cascom Sideline report. Cascom keeping you connected.
Yeah, Paul, Nice play by the Lions there, but there are a lot of storylines developing tonight for the Crimsons, one of which, sophomore kicker Brandon Sims. 100% accuracy on PATs for the year, and you see his boot on every kickoff. Places just about every single one of them, either inside the 10-yard line or in the end zone. We've heard from the coach who said he can hit as far as a 55-yarder, and come crunch time this season, he's going to be a real weapon for the Crimsons here in Jacksonville. Back to you in the booth.
No doubt about it. Thank you, AJ. Brandon Sims is a force. A helmet comes off. A flag comes out. Lions get some good yardage there, but let's see what happens after they sort things out.
That flag came in at an odd spot. I usually have a read on what could get called here.
Wait for the call.
Well, I got an update for you, and I think maybe Chatham Glenwood's just maybe a slow starter. It's 13-13 at halftime against MacArthur.
Yes.
Over in Decatur. Score midway through the third quarter is now 33-13. Chatham Glenwood over MacArthur.
Same thing last week, right?
Yep.
After half, they turned it on.
30 yards from the.
Yeah, I remember you had said that'd be a test for Glenwood. I said it would be for MacArthur. It's no doubt about it.
30 yards back. There are two plays, both on the offense. After the play was over, personal foul, face mask, offense. After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct, Lanphier. That's a 30-yard penalty from the end of the run. Down counts, second down.
Two tough dead ball penalties right there. And if you're Coach Goff and the Lanphier Lions, you have to really reinforce to your guys, whoever is getting the unsportsmanlike, if one more and you're out of the game, and then that means you cannot play next week. So you have to be careful with what. I know you're frustrated. I know the game's not gone the way you wanted it to go, but just keep your composure and stay in this football game. It's the best thing you can do for your team right now.
8:55 running clock. Lions fumble on the play. I think the Lions got it back. And yes, they did. The ball is down. The officials say that right away. So, Adam, you know, we've seen a lot of great football players over the 7 years of Friday Night Rivals. And a lot of them gone on to play college football. This year you've got last year's two. Let's wait. Do we have a penalty on the play?
I don't know if they got a penalty. They're trying to sort out where the ball's going to be spotted here.
I was going to say we've got Hank Beatty at Illinois from Rochester, and you've got Springfield High grad at Rutgers.
Yeah, Rashad Rochelle gets started this weekend.
And I'll finish some more in a second here. 3rd and long. Horn keeps it hit hard. Takes 3 guys to bring him down.
Got
another
dead
flag.
ball penalty here.
And tonight's closed captioning for Friday Night Rivals is sponsored by Heartland Hearing. Thanks to Heartland Hearing for sponsoring tonight's closed captioning. You've got Lucas Rockford, son of Larry Rockford. Larry Rockford was a good athlete at Lanphier High School, speaking of the Lions. His son Lucas went to Springfield High, good quarterback, graduated. He's playing tomorrow, starting inside linebacker for Kansas Wesleyan. So good luck to Lucas Rockford and all the former Central State 8, Sangamon Conference players, all the Central and the Conference players, football players.
Personal foul, offense, personal foul, defense. Those live penalties will offset. After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct, defense number 20, 15-yard penalty will remain. Hey, 4th down, right? 4th down? For third down. We'll be fourth down. You want timeout?
I'll tell you what. All the penalties in the arts tonight, I need it. Okay, we'll take a break. Need something to add them up. You're watching SFQ Friday Night Rivals on CW23. We'll take a break. Back with more in just a minute. Back to SFQ Friday Night Rivals, presented by HSHS St. John's Hospital. Paul Wappel, Adam Anderson, AJ Gersh. And the Lions and Crimsons are still battling here. 6:23 to go in the fourth quarter. Running clock. There's Horn on the play. Goes right, has some room. Gets a first down, drops the ball, fumbles out of bounds. And another flag goes down. So I'm going to be seeing yellow in my sleep tonight. I don't know about you. A lot of flags flying. Let's see what this one is all about. I tell you, the officials are getting their workout tonight. Incredible.
I have a little tennis elbow from throwing the flags out there.
Of course, we'll have the player of the game after the game is over. A number of candidates to choose from.
Okay. Yep. Hey, Paul, UNS on 5. UNS on 5, standing over the kid. No. Result of the play is a first down. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, offense. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run, still results in a first down.
Yeah, depending on who the player is, Lanphier has to be careful with these unsportsmanlike conducts.
And that is it's a first down, so that is a Hardee's first down. Feed your happy at Hardee's. So obviously getting a little chippy here, and not what anybody wants to see. So hopefully we can just get this one finished and no more unsportsmanlike penalties for either team. Like we said, in case you just joined us, running clock, 65-0 Jacksonville. Really put it to the Lions tonight.
Yeah, had a great offensive start. A lot of guys stand out offensively. Cameron Mitchell, Emmanuel Moore, and of course Elijah Owens all had great nights here tonight.
And Horn keeps it out of bounds.
Here comes another one.
And college football on Fox is back. Tomorrow, the Oklahoma Sooners host Texas El Paso. Game starts at 2:30 p.m. only on Fox, Illinois. How about that? This Oklahoma Sooners and UTEP. Adam?
Yeah, another flag. It's going to be a dead ball penalty here on the
After
Lanphier
the play
Lions.
was over, personal foul and necessary roughness. Offense, 15 yards from the end of the run. Down counts. Second down.
Okay.
We might be seeing yellow in our dreams tonight.
Talking about college football, Illinois won their opener last week. That was good.
They're down at half, but it sounded, in the quick synopsis I read, it sounded like they had done well, but just were down 16-10 at halftime to the Indiana Hoosiers.
So 3:04 running clock. There's Bass. Still going, running hard. Look at him go. Got some good blocks. Out to the 40-yard line. Bass playing hard, and there's a flag. Are you sure that didn't just fall out of his pocket? Come on.
At this point,
yeah. Hey, so I mentioned that game tomorrow, right, on Fox, Illinois, and it is Oklahoma. That was the Oklahoma State logo,
that was the
right?
Oklahoma State logo.
So just so you know, don't adjust your screen or anything. Everything's good. 2:30 tomorrow, Fox, Illinois, Oklahoma, and UTEP.
Yeah, Oklahoma State played last night.
Yes,
against Central
they
Michigan.
did. So
Personal foul, hands to the face, offense, half the distance to the goal, second down.
So probably only have a couple more plays in this game, and of course, like I said, after the game, we'll have the presentation of the trophy, Champions Trophy, to the Jacksonville Crimsons, obviously, and the player of the game. So we'll see who that is. Second down, the Lions keep it on the ground. Some hard-fought yardage that time. And some, like we said, some different players getting in to the game. And why not mix it up a little bit? So
22, Logan Payne on the carry. His first carry of the night.
It's a junior. Long way to go. And Horn keeps it. He's played hard. It's been a tough night.
Yeah, he is not giving up. He's trying to be that spark plug for the Lanphier Lions. And if you saw some good things, if he can calm down again, we talked about it a lot tonight. His first full game as a quarterback at the varsity level. A lot comes at you fast. They said he had done it from more of a wildcat, so he wasn't being relied on to be a full quarterback back there. He only probably had a few plays to do it. So now he's kind of undertaking the whole offense, and he did a decent job here tonight.
And it looks like that will be the last play of the game. 65-0. Jacksonville shuts out the Lanphier Lions. The Crimsons pick up their first victory of the season. Lanphier goes to 0-2. We'll take a break. Back with the presentation of the Champions Trophy and the player of the game in just a minute. Welcome back to SFQ Friday Night Rivals, presented by HSHS St. John's Hospital. Paul Wappel, Adam Anderson, AJ Gersh, and the Friday Night Rivals crew. Lopsided game tonight. Jacksonville, very, very impressive, obviously. Offense, especially. They've got some weapons. We talked about it in the preview show with Alessandro Pontriand, and they were just impressive tonight.
They were definitely impressive. They needed to get off to a quick start and really rebound from what happened in the second half against that Chatham-Glenwood game last week in Week 1. They really established their dominance right out of the gate, put this one away early, but the Lanphier Lions, I would say, didn't help them, but didn't help themselves either. A lot of penalties, a lot of times negative plays would stall out their drives and really just negate any momentum that they had going on.
And we told you earlier, Chatham-Glenwood was winning, pulling ahead in the second half, 33-13.
33-13 was the last check. SHE was up big over Springfield High in the second half. Normal U High had pulled ahead of Southeast late in that game. I believe it was 28-13 of last check. Williamsville 55-0 over Riverton, so big first win in their new home stadium, new Paul Jenkins Field, which we will be at, and I can't wait to see all the bells and whistles they've added there.
Heard it's incredible. The whole thing. So big night in Williamsville, no doubt about that. And we're getting ready for the presentation of the SFQ Friday Night Rivals Champions Trophy. That'll be going to the Jacksonville Crimsons, and of course we'll have the player of the game too. We'll tell you who that is, or AJ Gersh will, in just a moment as we get set up here.
So
Crimsons
need to give a big shout out. Litchfield High School won their first football game since 2015 tonight, so congratulations to the Purple Panthers down in Litchfield.
Congratulations, Litchfield is right. The big victory for them, obviously. So, yeah. So, and of course, next weekend we talked about we're going to go to Athens. The Warriors are going to take on Olympia, the Spartans.
I think we're going to get two 2-0 Sangamo teams, and That one's going to be a dogfight.
I think you're right. I think you're right. It'll be week 3 already. And let's go down to AJ Gersh. AJ?
All right, a big victory for the Crimsons tonight, boys. Can I get QB1 up here? Where's 2? As we present our player of the game, 3 touchdowns, Elijah Owens, man.
Thank you.
Good work.
Team effort.
Congratulations. What sort of preparation goes into a dominant performance like tonight?
I think when you take a game like you did last week, and then just that drive that we have coming into the next week, and we want to take it out on the next team, and then we got to just stay focused the rest of the season.
Congratulations to you, player of the game. But, Coach, anytime you put up a donut on the defensive side, you know it's not an all-offensive performance. Defense and special teams really showed up tonight.
Well, they did, and we played a lot of guys out there, and they helped preserve that. And we knew after last week that we weren't comfortable with our coverage game and some things that we needed to do defensively, and we really challenged the kids this week. And our defensive staff did a phenomenal job of putting them in positions to make plays, and they did, and they got better and better the more and more confident they got. So hats off to the staff that told them what they needed to do better, corrected them, and great job. Great job.
And where do we go from here, Coach?
Well, our goal is to play a Southeast team at home next week and, get a second win in a row and hopefully be 2-0. But you know what? Coach Lauber's going to have them prepared, and we know we're going to have to fight. We're going to have to be a better team next week than we were this week.
A statement win for the Crimsons here in Jacksonville. I'm going to give you the trophy and get out of the way for you boys to celebrate. Congratulations on a big win.
And congratulations to the Jacksonville Crimsons. They take home the SEFCU Friday Night Rivals Champions Trophy with a big victory. And, of course, Elijah Owens, a big night. He's the Orthopedic Center of Illinois player of the game. Well-deserved.
Definitely well-deserved. Had a lot of guys to pick from, but he had a great night.
All right. Thank you for watching, everyone. I want to remind you next week, SEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by HSHS St. John's Hospital, will bring you week 3 of the high school football season. We'll head to Athens as the Warriors take on the Olympia Spartans. That's next Friday night starting at 7 right here on CW23. I'm Paul Waffle for Adam Anderson, AJ Gersh, the entire crew. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week. And that's it. Good night from Jacksonville. Thanks for watching.
Happy Labor Day, everybody.